Hello boys and girls, we're just paying a visit to our local sandwich shop. Inspirationally called the Sandwich Shop. And yeah, the lovely girls have just given us a cracking little present. There we go, just the ticket. A little bit camera shy, those ladies, but they're a lovely set of girls in there. The Sandwich Shop, Warrington, on Knutsford Road in Warrington. It's where we go every day or every other day for our lunch. And yeah, so they just furnished us there with all those egg crates, and it's time now to go and get some chitting done. Let's crack on. I'll see you in a bit. Here he is, the little king. What have you got there? Egg boxes? Egg crates. Come on, let's get them inside. Hi, James. Look at that face. Up we go. God, it needs tidying up, this place, doesn't it, lads? Eh? Take them up to the polytunnels at the top. The polytunnels. The were rabbits are just having a bit of a snack, aren't you, were rabbits? Yep. Having some brassica leaves. Right. So we've cleared a bit of space down here to put our little crates on. So I'll lay them all out. And there we are, boys and girls. We've got the potatoes into the egg trays, and the reason that you do this is because you want the chitting of the potatoes, or the sprouts, to come up. Now it's from the sprouts, and also to assist in the sort of ventilation. If you leave them in the back like that, what tends to happen, or can happen, is you've not got the air movement, you've not got the moisture wicking from them, so they get a bit manky. So you want that airflow around the potatoes, as we're getting there. And what we do with them, actually, I tend to get the umbilical end, or the bum end, as I call it. You can see the little chocolate starfish in the middle. That's where it was attached to the feeding umbilical root, and these are the tubers that grow from that. So I place that one down. I put that, when we're chitting them, down, and then the chits come up. Now there's plenty of chits on these. Some of them are probably too chitty. The more chits you have, the more growth you've got, and the more tubers that you'll tend to get. But unfortunately, there'll be small potatoes. If you put too much on, they might not even be worth having. But we've got the salad potatoes here, in the form of Charlotte potatoes. A nice salad potato. Turn that one upside down. It's got a big fat chit on it, hasn't it, that one? Yeah, so the salad potatoes, the Charlotte there. We've got the first earlies in the form of the Red Dukes of York. I did try and get hold of some Ulster Prince this year, but I don't think anybody's able to supply us with Ulster Prince for some reason this year, because they're gorgeous Ulster Prince, and we've really struggled to the point where we've not been able to get any. But we've got some Pentland Javelin there, Maris Piper. These are your main croppers. We did very, very well with Maris Piper last year, so if you can get hold of some Maris Piper and you live in our area, the north of England, you should be okay, I'm guessing, to use those. Zone 8 shouldn't be too bad with the Maris Piper. But as you can see, we've got quite a few, and we've also got the Sarpo Mira, which is another main crop. Sarpo Mira. Probably around about 30 in there, 30 seed potatoes. I'm going to get those out. Just run out of space at the moment to put them. Anyway, a little bit about potatoes. What you get once you plant these, you get a good stout chit on them. You don't want the long spindly bits coming off at this moment in time. You get a good stout chit like this. That's almost ready for going in the ground, that. Give it another week or so. And then you'll get the roots that come out from there as well. From the base of the chit, you'll get the fine roots that come out. But you'll also get, try and get it focused, Tony, these horns. The chits will become horns, which will then root their way through the soil and then burst out as foliage at the top when it comes through the soil. Tony O'Neill did one the other night on potatoes, 13 potato tips, I think it was called. Simplified gardening. But yeah, so we're gonna show you through this process. Not quite ready at the minute for planting out. I'm not quite ready for them, but maybe this weekend I'll get a few in. But we'll do them successionally. So you'll have your new potatoes, which are these ones, your Pentland Javelins and your Red Dukes of York. They'll be going in successionally. So we're probably going to do sort of 6 potatoes at a time. Yeah, so 6 potatoes at a time, probably in the buckets, in the Tesco buckets, or even in the large buckets. We're going to do a variety of different methods for growing the spuds this year, and see what the difference is in technique, what the result is going to be from that. Many people, very wise people, do favour the bucket growing method or the container method for growing potatoes in, rather than doing them straight into the ground. But we're going to once again do a mixture and see what the results are per potato. So we'll sort of weigh up how many potatoes are going in at the start, to how many we're getting out and the weight that we're getting out at the end of that, and do a comparison of the different methods in ground, in containers and pots, and different sorts of feed that you're going to be putting in with it. We've sort of experimented over the last couple of years, and the best results that we've found here, and it does vary, but we've found that blood, fish and bone meal and chicken pellets, organic chicken manure pellets, have been good, have been the best. So yeah, twice as much blood, fish and bone as the chicken manure is best, and the quantities we'll show you as we do it. But yes, get yourself some of these, always good. Start collecting things, start collecting these egg trays. Just ask at your local cafe for them. They'll have some, or they should do. What else have we got? Oh yeah, we're collecting milk bottles, the plastic milk bottles. Get the 2 litre ones, or the bigger ones, it's up to you. We've actually got a bag full of them here that we've been collecting at work. There's a bag full there of the milk bottles, like this. Lots of uses for those. The 2 litre fizzy pop bottles, or soda bottles, plastic again. Start collecting those, because they always come in handy. We use those for watering, in-ground watering. The top end of it goes down into the ground to about that depth, and you've got the holes there. Once you upend it, I can't show you now, but you cut the bottom off the bottle, retain all the tops, which we've got down there. We've got all the tops down there, yeah. That gets kept on the bottle with a couple of holes in it, holes there, holes there. This part gets buried under the ground, and then you can fill up then with your watering can and your feed, or whatever liquid medium you're going to be putting in there, and then it will seep out through these holes and it'll water underground. It's always better, if you can, especially if you're growing indoors, to water from the bottom and then feed from the top. Feed the plant from the top around the base, but the watering, get the water underground where the roots can get hold of it, where the roots need it. So that's another one. And then you've got your buckets, your cut flower buckets. These are Tesco's ones, pretty deep, probably around 14 inches, I'm guessing, deep. By about maybe just shy of a foot, 10 inches, probably 12 by 10, 14 inches deep, these ones. Ideal for growing potatoes in. And again, if you ask them at the local, you go to the local Tesco ones, your local Tesco shop, the smaller ones, have a check round the back where the cage is, where they put trash and what have you, and then you may see some of them, and just ask the manager or ask one of the staff. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them ask them what are you doing with those? Can I have some because I want to grow some potatoes in it or something? And if you're a regular customer, they'll do it. I mean, we've never had. People keep saying to me that, oh, we're struggling to get them. We've never had an issue with getting hold of them, and the Asda cut flower buckets as well, because they've already been recycled. You see, so because the company's already recycled them to produce the cut flower buckets, they'll just give them you. Well, they just give them to me. And Mick's had no problems. Mick gets them as well next door. He asks at the local shops and gets them. Because they've been recycled one time, they don't recycle them again. So essentially, they just get sent to landfill sites, and such a waste, really, because you can use them for growing in, can't you? So do it. Ask them. You get nowhere without cheek in this life. So yeah, just ask them. I mean, it's just scrap for them, really. All right. So you've got your egg cartons, you've got your plastic bottles, the pop bottles, the milk bottles, egg cartons, even the sort of plastic trays that your food comes in. So if you're getting pork chops or whatever you're getting, then you've got the plastic trays, and you can use those as seed trays to start off, so you don't have to buy the seed trays. If they haven't got any holes in the bottom already, which they standardly don't do, if you get a big tray of pork chops, then you can put the sort of plastic berry trays in there as well. We're going to show you these things as we go through, but it doesn't need to cost a lot of money to start growing your own. Alright guys, so I'll catch you later. It's Friday tomorrow, so we're nearly at the end of the week. We'll be hurtling into the weekend, where you can get yourselves down to the plots or into your gardens. If you're a retired person, then you can do it day in, day out, can't you? You've nothing stopping you. So I'll catch you later on, guys. Take care, and God bless. Bye bye now.